The link is the same link.
Where the participants link.
सर सुग्राम आपने आपसे कॉल किया था वो लोग कुछ बोल रहा था इनको वेबसाइट हम जाते हैं सर नीचे अच्छे हैं तुम भी पार्टिसिपेट कर लो नीचे से अगर कुछ बुलाया जाएगा तो लेके जाओ मोबाइल में मोबाइल might will you have to register for login.
Participants. Hello. Hello.
ক্যামেরা আছে তো ওটাতে তাতে হয়ে যাবে তুমি নিয়ে আসছো খালি মোবাইলের সাথে টেন্ডার করে দিও হ্যাঁ আসো আসো আমার মোবাইলের ওই চার্জ সংকীর্ণ তুমি তুমি তোমারটা থেকে করে দাও না এটা করে দিচ্ছি আমার মোবাইল থেকে ওখান থেকে এখানে আসবে তুমি মোবাইলটা এখানে রেখে দাও না আমি উঠাবো না আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে একবার ঢুকে গেল প্রেজেন্টেশন মোবাইল তুমি টেথার টেথার করো তারপর আমি ওটা গুগল লিংক করলাম এখানে দেখাচ্ছে হ্যাঁ ক্যামেরা ক্যামেরা আমার এই যেখানে একটা ক্যামেরা দেখি আলোতে চলছি না ক্যামেরা আর এটা আবার টিপলে ওটা ক্যামেরাটা বন্ধ অফ করতে চাও আবার যাবো
हेलो
কল একটা করে জিও তো আমারও। এখন খুলবে দেখো। তোমার মোবাইলে কিসের কানেকশন? হ্যালো, ভোডাফোন এখানে একটু এসো সম্রাটের রুমে। হ্যাঁ, তোমার সাথে এটা সেটআপ করো।
Hello, hello. Mute, mute.
আরো খারাপ।
Hello. Hello. Is it clear now?
There is some echo.
Hello, Mr. Sandeep, Mr. Venu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can we start? I
Yes,
have
sir.
another meeting at 3. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes. So good afternoon. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, thanks, sir. So, RO Kolkata, that is good Kolkata. We are from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. online. We are using Spice Exchange portal for this program. So my official welcome address. So may I welcome all of you to this BSM. We are most probably now doing online or hybrid mode of programs. Meeting. We know that physical meeting has all the buyers or sellers from different part of our country can join online mode. Hindi version model will be there. That is our assistant. And for our Bengal exporters and NGOs, Mr. Halid Susanda will be making some brief translation for the program. So it will be a trilingual English, Hindi, and Bengal thoughts. Jasar, Director Marketing, BM Jasar from Spices Gold Cochin. He is a we have after that one, sir, on behalf of this, we all function. However, this from NABARD, that is General of NABARD. He is exclusively looking our sector, and there are already more than 100 area of West Bengal also. Not only there, is also one of the of India. We are.
Your voice is breaking. Venu, your voice is breaking. I don't know why.
Oh. So is it clear now?
Yeah, it is coming clear, but sometimes it goes out. It's. I don't know about others. Can anybody confirm if voice is clear?
Is it clear?
No. Actually, the voice is breaking continuously. So, Mr. Venugopal, if you can just clarify from your end, the network issue, I think.
Yes, even I found it. The voice is breaking.
Oh, okay. So if I am standing here now.
Yeah, it seems okay. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So our Mr. Samrat Mukherjee Sahab is there from the NABARD. He will be explaining on the activities of NABARD, opportunities and challenges facing by the Fbos from the eastern region of India. Then we have some Fbos and NGOs. They may share the success stories and the issues facing by the Fbos, especially in farm sector from this region. And we have 2 or 3 spice exporters. They will be sharing their success stories in the supply chain of spices from this region. So with this is my official welcome address, sir. So may our director, sir, for the inaugural speech and inauguration of this BSM. Sir,
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And I find we are having with us for this buyer-sellers meet. Today, buyer-seller meet. We have been organizing buyer-seller meet across India, and more than 20 buyer-seller meets we have already organized. And of these ending financial year in the month of March, we hope that this buyer-seller meet, which is happening for the region of Kolkata, for the region of complete covering eastern region, including various parts of eastern and northern parts of Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Sikkim, Assam, for the benefit of the producers and those who are buying across India for fetching the export markets. So in that context, I also welcome Sri Samrat Mukherjee Sahab. He is the DGM NABARD. So he will be also having his own technical session and giving us some highlight about opportunities and challenges. Others, FPOs and NGOs, spices exporters and entrepreneurs. A greeting for the day and welcome to this buyer-seller meet. I am clear now. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So as you know that India, we have in the world globally, we have a massive production of spices in the range of around 11 million metric ton production is there. For the purpose of export, we are having around 7,000 registered exporters with us, including manufacturer exporters and merchant exporters. Out of the total exports of the spices, around 50% of it is a value-added spices form. And in that context, India has a very strong, our own domestic demand. What we are producing to the extent of 85%. And of the total produce, only 15% we are exporting. So in that context, India is the #1 in production, consumption, as well as export of 52 scheduled spices, what we are regulating in the spices board. Can you please mute yourself who is not speaking?
Yes, sir. That was a request. If you can just ask everybody to mute themselves from there.
Trident, can you help it out in muting them? Okay. Thank you for concern. Okay. So India is the #1 in the spices production as well as in consumption ourselves, and as a export also. But globally, that trend is not there. When we see our own competitors. Hello. Can you please mute yourself, other side of the viewers?
Sir, if the organizer can mute.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So what I was telling that India itself have a massive production of spices, and we ourselves is a major consumer as well as the #1 exporter globally. And where in a global scenario, we will see that various other countries are there who are competing with us, like Vietnam is there, Malaysia is there, Sri Lanka is there. In various spices, like pepper is there, cinnamon is there for the Sri Lanka. For Vietnam, peppers are there, star anise, which we are importing in our domestic to fetch our domestic market. Likewise, Indonesia is there for pepper and some few other spices like nutmeg, mace. And likewise, also other spices, what we find from the Kolkata region being exported to other regions like Bangladesh, our neighboring countries. And because Kolkata also has a very excellent port also. So from Kolkata, we find that by air, by sea, and by rail. So all the three sources, the exports are happening. And after China, America, now Bangladesh has emerged as a main center for the Indian spices export destination. So in that context also, it is very encouraging. And for the year 2021, we have seen that we have almost exported around 1.7 million metric ton, which was valued at 31,000 crores. And for the first time in the history of spices exports, we have exported around $4.1 billion US. So which shows the growth in export volume to the extent of 37% in volume terms. And in rupees term, it has gone up by almost 16%. And globally, the number of spices what has been exported is in the number of 225 various spices forms, spices products. In a various form, it has been exported to various around 180 countries. And the major spices exports have been Chile, There is also a mint is there, cumin, cardamom, ginger, pepper, turmeric, coriander, curry powders are there, masalas, mixes are there, blends are there, pastes are there, spice, oils, and oloricins. This is also the other segment, which is a high value end product, which are the extracts of various spices, are also greatly exported to the various countries like USA, even China, then Thailand, UK, other European countries. And our major destination of exports are USA, China, Bangladesh, UAE, Thailand, UK, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Indonesia, Germany, and various other European Union countries. So over the year 2014-15 till 2020-21, we have registered compound annual growth rate of almost 13%. So in this context, it is very pertinent that we are having this buyer-seller meet, and we for further promotion of this export of spices and spices various products, so as to give a common platform which will help the various sellers and the buyer in turn, and to interact directly and establish their effective business linkages, so that this will facilitate better transactions within themselves. So I hope with these words that we will have some fruitful deliberations and fruitful some business linkages will be laid, and also further promotion and progress and realization of the export orders as well. With this word, thank you very much, and we hope for to all of you very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging words. And with your guidance, we are achieving a lot of export targets from this region. Okay, now our next item is our role of Spices Board in spices export promotion activities, registrations, and schemes. Our Assistant Director of Marketing, Sandeep Kumar Chaurasi from our regional office, Kolkata, will make a brief presentation. Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am here going to deliberate the spices board rules and functions to you all. If you want Hindi or Bangla, please inform me. I can speak English and Hindi. Can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Spices board. Spices board consisted in 1987 under the Spices Board Act 1986 by merging the erstwhile Cardamom Board 1966 and the Spice Export Promotion Council 1960. Now we are going to function of Spices Board. Spices Board doing the research, development, and regulation of domestic marketing of small and large cardamom only, and post-harvesting improvement of all spices, including small cardamom and large cardamom. Promotion of organic production, processing, and certification of spices, also doing by the Spices Board. Development of spices in Northeast and promotion of spices board as a Northeast spices, also we are doing. Provision of quality evaluation services. Now Spices Board are doing a quality evaluation laboratory. We have 7 laboratories in all over India. Before export, we are doing the quality testing of all the consignment. If consignment is clear and qualify the standard of importing country, then only Spices Board is providing the export clearance, then only they can export. Export promotion of all spices through support for technology upgradation. If any units in manufacturing units, any old units want the technology upgradation, Spices would support there also. Quality upgradation, if their product have some quality issue, Spices would support in the quality upgradation. Spices would team will go and they will evaluate and support there. For brand promotion also, Spices would doing, and they are giving the financial assistance for international market, for penetrating the market. Research and product development. If any exporter want to do the research for new product, Spices Board helping to them also. Other responsibility related to export promotion of spices. Spices are doing the quality certification and control. Spices board, if exporter are going to export and they are submitting to us as a information, as a intimation, spices would draw the sample and they are doing the quality testing with our enable labs and all the labs. If the quality standard is qualified by the consignment, then only we are allowing to export. And second thing, registration of spices exporter. Spices were doing the grace registration as certificate of registration as exporter of spices and collection of documentation of trade information. Spices were also doing the collection of data and documentation also doing. And Spices was providing the central government to the central government on policy matters relating to import and export data of spices. Here we can see spices would list of scheduled spices. There are 52 spices under the list of scheduled spices. If anything is going to export from this list out of 52 items, the spices or mandatory license is required, like CRES license. In this, some spices are mandatory testing also required. That we can inform this separately. Will take more time. Next is program of spices board and initiative. Currently, Spices Board has some programs and initiative also for exporters, like export-oriented production of cardamom. We are doing the for small and large cardamom, some oriented export-oriented for production time, like cultivation times. We are informing to the farmers, do not use the pesticide, don't use these colors, which are banned from the importing country like Saudi Arabia and Japan. Export development and promotion. Spices will also help to the exporter for development and promotion for as a financial assistant. We can see the financial which types of assistance Spices are providing in after coming slides. Quality evaluation and control. Spices board now currently have the working condition quality evaluation laboratory out of all India. 7 is there. Now this quality evaluation laboratory is doing the control. If the consignment is failed from the quality evaluation laboratory, they are not able to export. Export oriented and research. We are doing the export oriented research on cardamom. We have the like Maladam and Gangtok. We have the research station also. Now we can see the Indian spice market. Out of total production of Indian spices in 2020-21, 85% we are using in domestic and only 15% we are exporting. Now, as we know, India is the largest producer, consumer, and exporter of spices in the world. A strong supplier of a whole range of spices to the world market. India is exporting currently 150 destinations, more than 150 destinations to the other country. Export performance of 2020-21. During 2021, India exported spice volume 15,65,000 metric ton and value 27,193.2 crore. Recorded a growth rate of 30% in volume and 23% in rupees terms, 17% in dollar terms over the previous year, despite the global pandemic situation. Scaled in landmark level, 3.6 billion. Now, as a reform, it will cross the 4.2 also US dollar in value realization for export of spices from India during 2020-21. Here, spice export basket. As we know, there are 5 baskets are there. For whole spices, it will cover freeze-dried and dehydrated spices and spice powder and blended curry powder, masalas and pickles, ground and crushed spices are coming. Oleogen and oils, it is coming to spray, dried spray, spice extract, phytochemical, liquid seasoning, natural flavor, natural antioxidants are coming, and nutraceutical and cosmetics also, health supplied and lifestyle products. Country-wise market share of small cardamom. In 2020-21, India has exported 28% out of total export to UAE, and second is Saudi Arabia. We can see the data. Next, country-wise market share of turmeric exported from India 2020-21 in quantity. We can say Bangladesh is the most imported country of turmeric for 29% of total export from India, and next list is Canada and Korea 1%. Country-wise market share of chili exported from India. China imported 2020-21 maximum chili from India, 21% of total export. And second is Bangladesh, Thailand, UAE, like that is there. Now, if I have some question like that I will solve. I want to enter into export business. What should I do? If new exporter, a new businessman want to export, then what the requirement is there? We will inform you here. First, they have to register their organization as a proprietorship, partnership, HUL, a company. They have to register first. Then opening a bank account means current account, then PAN card and GST. It is mandatory. Then they have to go IC from DGFT, registration with EPC, the same as spices would also, registration with other authorities like ECGC for craze. They have to export, they have to register with spices board as merchant exporter, as manufacturer exporter. For more information, they can go to the indianspices.com website. How to identify a buyer? If one new exporter want to know how to identify a buyer, they can follow this information also. Foreign trade inquiry bulletin by board, participation in international fair through boards pavilion. We have currently this month also we have some participation, some international fair, Kazakhstan. Participation in domestic fair, which ensure participation of international buyers like Anpurna, Food Pro, Biofac India, internet searching, trade map, networking session, exhibition in World Spice Congress, digital marketing, and social media platform. In Indian mission in abroad and country trade association website, own website with product detail. Where the sources of spices. If a new exporter want to export, if they have the buyer, then where they will get the seller. For this also, this platform also, some sellers and buyers are there. They can also participate like that BSM, sourcing, local market, traders, FPO and farmers group. Spices, major markets for spices in the state or other state, SPS, FPC, producer, groups, organic producer, etc. Boards BSM also they can participate. Which are the potential spices? They can go the past year data also and market they can find where they can export and which spices they can export. And they have to fix one target market with the volume and with their suitability of the procurement of spices. I do not have processing facility. If one exporter don't have the manufacturing facility, whether they can export? Yes, they can export and they can buy, or they can go for the job work also with some unit producer have some job facility also. You can give the order, they can pack and they can provide the product as per your requirement. Where can I test products before export? They can ensure the quality from the spices board lab also and private and government labs, which is ISO 1702 side. Mandatory sampling and testing. Board's lab only. We are doing the before export mandatory sampling and testing only board lab is doing. Health certificate. Now spices board also is doing the health certificate for the chili and chili powder and all types of spices only for the European Union. If other than European Union, if your buyer asking for the health certificate, you can go for EIA. Country of origin. Now currently country of origin issued by Chamber of Commerce, PO, and as per their requirement. Phytosanitary, plant quarantine, and designated state agriculture department officers are giving the certification. Transaction certificate and scope certificate for organic spices product by organic certification agency accredited by under NPOP. If one exporter, new exporter want to register as a CRES license, a spice exporter license, they can follow the, we are informing how to register as a spices board license. They can go to the Indian Spices Board website as indianspices.com and go to the marketing section. In the drop down button, registration and license will come and they can go to the exporter registration. The next page will come, this home page. They can put their IC code. One IC code for one license is only valid. After the putting, they have the option of fees. If they are the new exporter, they have to pay 10,000 with GST plus GST. Now renewal option is not there. We are going to 3-year block period. And for manufacturer, 15,000 plus GST. They can directly pay by the payment gateway. Once they will complete the form 1, then form 2, the payment option will come. Spices exporter registration with the board. What are the documents required for the spices board registration? For merchant exporter, they have to get the first IC certificate from DGFT, issued by DGFT, PAN card, DGFT, GST, and bank confidential letter. For this also some format is there. Only that format only we are accepting. Documents regarding to the constitution as partnership deed, memorandum of article association, certificate of incorporation. And if the applicant is an employee of the company and the particular person is other than the IEC holder, then authorization letter should be obtained from the director, partners, or proprietor stating that they have authorized this employee to apply for CRES. Spice exporter for manufacturer. For manufacturer, all these documents, above document will require. And next is the MSME Udyog registration is mandatory. Then valid FSSI license and pollution control board certificate also required. In this, address of processing unit should be mentioned in the FSSI and pollution control board certificate. Valid deed, lease deed also, a rent agreement if the unit is rented or leased also required. Spice exporter registration with the board. We can see here for constitution type proprietorship, there is no document of uploaded to be uploaded. Hindu joint family deed is required. Partnership deed and detail of the current partners also required. Cooperation society registration certificate document issued by the registrar of cooperative society also required. Private or public limited company. MOA and AOA also required and certificate of incorporation. This is the format of bank confidential letter that is mandatory to get from their bankers in their letterhead. And the point number 14 is mandatory to tick as a good or satisfactory. Cardamom dealer registration with the board. Spices were doing the cardamom dealer. If any exporter want to dealing with the large cardamom or green cardamom, they have to get the dealership license from the spices board. From also now that is not the online form, only offline form option is there. They can go to the spices board website and registration and license, and they can go to dealer. All the information is there. They can download the form and submit the application to their nearest office. Export development and promotion scheme. Infrastructure development and adopting of high-tech promotion of Indian spices, brand abroad, trade promotion. Now, spices would have some promotion scheme. If one exporter want to infrastructure development, they can get some assistance from the spices board. Promotion of Indian brands in abroad, they can get the assistance for brand promotion also, trade promotion. For international fair also, we are reimbursing some airfare for their participation. Infrastructure development, we can see for Northeast, for grant in aid will be 33% of the cost of all types of processing facility equipment subject to a maximum of rupees 50 lakh rupees for infrastructure development. In respect of farmers group, farmer producer company having valid CRES, the assistant will be up to 50% of the cost of all types of processing facilities subject to a maximum of rupees 50 lakhs. For SC/ST exporter, farmers group, the farmer producer company, for groups FPO, the members should be from the SC/ST community having valid CRES. The assistant will be 75% of cost of processing facility or maximum 112.5 lakhs rupees. Trade promotion. If one exporter sending the sample to abroad as a sample to the importers and there is no commercial value, they can get also the courier charges from the board if they are sending for trade promotion. And it is maximum 1 lakh rupees, a total value is 50% per year. Packaging development and barcoding registration. To improve the existing packaging and development modern packaging to increase shelf life reduced storage space, and better presentation of Indian spices in the market abroad. Assistant to the exporter by providing 50% cost of the packaging development, barcoding subject to a maximum of 1 lakh per exporter as a grant in a year. Promotion of Indian and interest-free loan. Now we are giving maximum 1 crore rupees as an interest-free loan for this bank guarantee is required. If they are going to brand promotion in other countries, importing country. Product research. If a unit is going to research and they are going to develop one lab, but they are also maximum 50% or maximum 25 lakh rupees per beneficiary. If clinical trials and patent are required, then the ceiling will be 1 crore maximum. Participation in international fairs, meeting, seminar. If one exporter want to participate in international fairs and meeting, seminar, training, they can also avail some spices board assistant from our scheme 2028 of Ministry of Commerce. That is the market access initiative. We can also reimburse the international airfare, exhibitions, and participation fees. Thank you, sir. This much I present.
Thank you, our Sandeep ji, for the presentation in a role. I think our some participants are locally from here, West Bengal. So our section officer, Sri Sushanta Haldar, will explain very briefly about what Mr. Sandeep ji told in Bengal. So please, I am inviting our Sushanta Haldar ji, please.
Good afternoon. আমাদের রিজিওনাল অফিস আমাদের রিজিওনাল অফিস এবং কোয়ালিটি এভ্যালুয়েশন ল্যাবরেটরি কলকাতা থেকে কিছুটা দূরে বারুইপুরে 2021 সালে ফেব্রুয়ারিতে আমরা এখানে শিফট হয়েছি। তো স্পাইসেস বোর্ড এক্সপোর্ট প্রমোশন, স্পাইসেস এক্সপোর্ট প্রমোশন অ্যাক্টিভিটিস এবং রেজিস্ট্রেশন স্কিম, এগুলো আমাদের এখন সব অনলাইনেই আপনি ইনফরমেশন গুলো পেয়ে যাবেন, এবং রেজিস্ট্রেশনের জন্য যা যা দরকার হয় সব আমাদের অনলাইন সিস্টেমে এগুলো হয়। আপনি যোগাযোগ করতে হলে ফোনে যোগাযোগ করবেন। আমাদের সবার ফোন নম্বর ওয়েবসাইটে দেওয়া আছে, এবং যা যা প্রয়োজন আছে আপনারা এগুলো জানেন। এক্সপোর্ট প্রমোশন স্কিমস অ্যান্ড রেজিস্ট্রেশন অল ইনফরমেশন আপনি ওয়েবসাইটে পেয়ে যাবেন। আমাদের ওয়েবসাইট www.indianspices.com। এরপরে আপনাদের কিছু যদি ইনফরমেশন দরকার হয় আপনারা আমাদের সাথে সরাসরি যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। আমাদের ফোন নাম্বার দেওয়া আছে ওয়েবসাইটে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, Mr. Haldar ji. Now we will have a briefing on the activities of NABARD in connection with spices Fbos. So may I invite Mr. Samrat Mukherjee ji, sir, Deputy General Manager, NABARD, for the activities. Sir, because in the welcome speech, I already told that sir is as working as a Deputy General Manager for the last 3 years in Kolkata office. NABARD has set up a very big its own building at Salt Lake. He is working in the farm sector with the registration of over 100 Fbos actively helped by NABARD. So may I invite Samrat Mukherjee sir for explaining. Sir, you can use Hindi or English for the presentation. And with the Spices Board of Kolkata, we heartily welcome sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Venugopal ji. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll whatever I speak, I'll try to cover it in both the English and a little bit of Bengali wherever required, so that our participants can benefit from what I'm saying. and if required in Hindi also. See, first I'll just give you a perspective of Bengal, because a lot of people are from Spices Board. Some insight will help in understanding better the situation. See, in West Bengal, the operational holdings are very less. It's a very populous state, and it is landholding is less than 0.77 hectare. So what happens is that although the production, whatever they do, because of high input cost and low volume, the surplus is less. And although whatever they get in returns, that are not income levels are not so high. So this is a scenario in the state, and NABARD has been active in trying to make these farmers, enhance their income. So if we look at that, there's a traditional marketing channel which is characterized by high traders margin, and there are several intermediaries across the value chain, which with each of them adding to the market cost. So if you look at a McKinsey report, the farmers in a developed marketing system, they usually receive 40 to 70% of final retail price, whereas in India the share is as less as 25% of final consumer price. Significantly, if you look at the agriculture market efficiency in West Bengal, because it's a state which ranks number one in vegetables production. So the producers share in major vegetable crops like brinjal, bhindi, tomato, guava, and marigold ranges from 44% to 60%. So although they receive a high share, but due to low level of profitability, and low scale of production and high input cost, the profit margins are a little bit less. And added to that is the poor transportation facilities. So these are the challenges which are facing farmers. Now, in some of the fruit crops like mango, which is grown in good quantities in Malda, Murshidabad, essentially there is a lot of forward trading happening, where the entire produce the traders buy at a lump sum price. However, what happens is that farmers get very less realization because majority goes to the traders. So this is the traditional marketing. Some of the marketing operations which are happening. Now, significantly, what we need to know is the state has a scheme for participatory farming in horticulture in West Bengal, because it is something of a contract farming arrangement which is there. So where the private companies can enter into agreements with farmers or farmer bodies. PepsiCo has been doing some an informal arrangement in 9 districts of West Bengal, where it procures potato of a particular variety, which is normally very high in dry matter content. So that kind of arrangement is there. Although there's a formal arrangement of participatory farming system, but that has not taken off. And in this participatory farming arrangement, there's a buyer, there is a seller, and also one of the government departments is the signatory. So this is how it is. We expect that some kind of developments can happen in this regard when we talk in respect of spices. Now, NABARD, what significantly has done in the state is, besides we have our ongoing development projects where we have funded a lot of watershed and orchard development projects, around 85, where around 50,000 farmers are connected. More than that, of recent, after 2015, NABARD has promoted farmer producer companies. So in the state, we have more than 330 farmer producer companies which are promoted by NABARD. So these farmer producer companies are given sufficient handholding and sufficient support to stand on their own. So out of these 330 farmer producer companies which NABARD has promoted, around 290 to 300 of them are in A or B rating. So these are good farmer producer companies in the sense that they are better managed, they have a decent turnover, and they have some kind of credit linkage and market linkage. So these are the farmer producer companies. Now, in spices, when I was looking at what is, what are farmer producer companies doing, through a short, data exercise, I found out there are 93 farmer producer companies who are into spices production. So what are those spices? Major is turmeric, then ginger, black pepper, coriander, and chili. So and black cumin seeds. So these are the major spices which are produced by these farmer producer companies. And where are they doing it? I mean, if you look at the North Bengal, that is the hub of spices production in the state. In Alipurduar, there are 20 farmer producer companies who are in spices. In Jalpaiguri district, there are 10. In Kuch Bihar, there are 21 FPCs who are into spices production. In Mushidabad, there are 19 FPCs. Bankura has 6, Purva Midnapur has 5, and Dakshin Dinajpur has 4. So these are the FPCs I found out, and total 93 are there. Few more could be there, but they don't deal majorly in spices. Those could be 1 or 2 crops. Now, what is in the offing which augurs, good for the farm producer companies is, there's a central sector scheme now, which looks to promote 10,000 farm producer companies in the country. In West Bengal also, the state has adopted that scheme. That's a very good thing. So in this year, 21-22, we'll be having 12 FPOs, which will be through that central sector scheme. Next year, we'll be having more number of FPOs. So we will be newly formed, and few can be in spices sector as well. Another significant development is we now have the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. Now, for spices to grow, there is some kind of value addition and processing which has to happen at the farmer level or farm gate level. Then only the value farmers will get more. So this Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, that is, although the state has adopted the scheme in November, but it has picked up momentum. So in March, already we have around more than 650 projects which are under various stages of sanction and approval. Now, why this scheme is important is that it provides interest subvention to any borrower. Borrower can be FPOs, SHG, SHG federations, individuals, agriculture entrepreneurs. So it, helps them to borrow, and it has an interest subvention of 3%. So that makes it very interesting. So the interest rate comes down significantly. And second is, it can be clubbed with any other scheme where there is subsidy or some kind of assistance, or more assistance is available. Now, this is one part. This is the interest subvention part which goes to the borrower. And what is happening in the other end, that there is a credit guarantee to the extent of 2 crores for a project, which is available to bankers. Now, what was happening is the agri-marketing or farm gate infrastructure was not getting created earlier because banks were not coming forward in the desired manner. So now that we have this credit guarantee scheme in place, so bankers will be more willing to come and lend to borrowers who would like to have this farm gate infrastructure settled. So that offers a very good scope for enhancement of spices processing. Now, other than that, NABARD has created some agri-marketing infrastructure in the state through primary agriculture cooperative societies as well. Now, these are essentially primary processing, warehouse, sorting and grading unit, logistics facility, cold stores, and cold chain. If you look at the storage capacities also, now through Rural Infrastructure Development Fund or Warehouse Infrastructure Fund, and there is an integrated scheme for agriculture marketing, where around 1.08 million metric ton storage capacity under RIDF and under ISM 1.56 million metric ton capacity has been created in the state through approximately 1.56 million metric ton through 2,480 rural godowns. Other than that, there is also geotagging of warehouses which is going on, so that farmers are aware where the warehouses are and where they can store their produce and which has space. Now, if you look at the opportunities under Agri Infrastructure Fund, now there is scope for funding of projects which are related to supply chain infrastructure. This could be for a cluster of crops, including export clusters. Essentially, what this supply chain infrastructure will try to do, it will link primary processing units, which can be run by FPOs or SHGs, with existing or new age entrepreneurs who are in this processing, especially for different crops and spices. Other than that, they have, I mean, the scheme has public-private partnership projects, supply chain services, including e-marketing platforms. So that can also be supported. Warehouses and silos. Another important thing which is required is assaying units at FPO and SHG federation level. And then sorting, grading, and packaging units. This can be a part of integrated pack house also. And cold storages, logistics facilities. Now, post-harvest management, I mean, the primary processing centers. Now, this requires, I mean, decentralized or a bigger scale, small type of equipments which are very essential, like dehusker, solar dryers, pulverizer, dehydrator, graders, processor, polisher, cold press machinery, aspirator cum blower, vibrosifter. These are the type, and even waxing plants for other, I mean, fruits also. So this is what the Agri Infrastructure Fund is trying to do in the state, and there have been many takers. Now, what is required? I mean, see, NABARD, seeing the importance of spices, we even launched an area development scheme in North Bengal, essentially for I mean, Alipurduar, Cooch Behar, and Jalpaiguri districts. So that scheme has, development scheme has led to, I mean, good turmeric production with, I mean, the latest varieties which were there, that was given by the university, Uttar Bango Krishi, I mean, university is there, which has developed good varieties and which has good, I mean, active ingredient content is very high. Now, what is required is, I mean, as regards exporters, facilities to exporter, you most of them would be knowing that there is port development also going on at Haldia, Tajpur, and also Kidarpur, where they are thinking of deepening the, I mean, access to the harbor. But what is essential so that spices gets the desired push, and which is within the mandate of Spice Board, is how can we make the awareness to, I mean, get the farmers to be more aware of the standards which are there for export. Also, the varieties which are preferred, and if there is a requirement of MRL levels or SPS standards to be there, that needs to be known. Now that FPOs are in, I mean, are cultivating spices, the linkages have to be established with the suppliers. Few suppliers have shown interest, but some kind of a, I mean, arrangement where there's trust between both sides, that can be done. Even Spices Board or APEDA, they can also do some kind of quantity assessment of what can be the production in year 1, year 2, year 3 for different farmer producer companies, how much they are doing and how much, if they do, that that can help in exports. Another point is, when we are looking to have the buyer-seller linkages, there has to be some kind of responsibility from the buyers also to have particular projections on what is the tonnage or the quantity which can be produced at what time of the year, so that crop scheduling can be done by the farmer producer company for the members, and it can establish a steady production level, I mean, production and supply level. The prices have to be more attractive so that farmers take up cultivation of those varieties. Lastly, if Spices Board can have some sample project reports which can be used by the farmer producer companies for accessing credit or getting subsidy, so that will also help boost the production levels. So this is in nutshell. I will be happy to take part in discussions later on. Thank you, Venuji.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the excellent highlights on NABARD activities, especially in West Bengal. As sir rightly pointed out, even though our spices production in Bengal, especially it is come mainly from North Bengal, as sir already told. But we are happy to know that 12 FPOs are exclusively in spices business. As rightly pointed out, we are also know that agri infrastructure funding, agriculture marketing society strengthening, that logistic part, storage, drying and post-harvest operations. As we know that spices comes as a spice only after a good post-harvest operation, scientific method of post-harvest operations, drying, storing. Then only we will get a good quality of spices from West Bengal. So we are also, sir, rightly pointed out, North Bengal also we are focusing Kalimpong area. We have a development area is there for large cardamom, small cardamom and black pepper, sorry, and turmeric and ginger also, rightly pointed out. And we are happy to know that the funding of the projects, it's a very important thing for the primary and the entrepreneurship of spices. A lot of, after this COVID time, we have also got a lot of inquiry on spices, especially turmeric, ginger, due to the immunoboosting capacity. And it is happy to note that also the export of spices, especially turmeric, has a huge demand globally. And India is the major producer. We could supply whatever the quantity from India. It is happy because of the production and processing and good quality market export, jointly done by the farming community and the exporters in our country. And this geotagging also, sir, is very correctly pointed out, because the farmers and community, even not only farmers, the entire exporters in the supply chain, they know from where they get a good product, especially when we are developing our system. And sir, with this BSM, we are very much happy how to strengthen the FPOs in West Bengal. That is our objective of this program. So we have got more than 72 participants here, and mainly registered through registration came some 40. And after registration, they are joining. We will make a list of participants, like a buyer seller. Then we will circulate to all of our members, so that we have a BSM WhatsApp group is also there. That because in the last year we conducted, so not last year, before that, because of COVID we could not conduct last year. So we have a well-known directory of spices producers and exporters in this region. We know that our spice industry exporters in Kolkata or Siliguri area, they are looking mainly North Bengal and northeastern states. Now Arunachal Pradesh is also coming very much for the organic and other value-added pure natural spices. So with the government fund, rightly, sir was also telling that we are funding a lot of projects in primary and last stage. So the standards and variety wise also, we have a development and research wing in Northeast states for large cardamom. They are looking at other spices also for the quality production of spices. So with that team, we are developing in North Bengal also a future hub for our spices export. And now I think we have a next stage. So thank you from Spices Board to Samrat Mukherjee sir for finding time to share his thought and the projects to us. We will futurely in touch with you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we have another session, that is the success story and issues faced by the FPOs. It is an open forum. So we know that FPOs and NGOs are very eager. You can talk in Hindi or Bangla. No issue, we will translate. We wish to know your success story, or you are facing issues, what as a FPO, when the spices are making, or you have a registered wing of supporting farmers. But what is the current issue you are facing from West Bengal? So please, you can have first the name of the FPO, the name and area from where coming, and how many members are there, and what are the spices in the production, and how now it is heavily present marketing, and what are the issues. We will note down one by one. So I invite our distinguished FPOs and NGOs and other organizations under who came here for sharing their thoughts. Afterwards, we will invite our spice exporters to tell about them, the supply chain, the success story, how they developed their business after the interaction from the FPOs and NGOs. I think our Sandeep ji, can you make it a Hindi also, a short?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can inform in Hindi also.
Yeah, please.
जो भी एफपीओ हैं और जो अपना बात रखना चाहते हैं स्पाइस बोर्ड के इस फोरम पे, वो अपना बात रख सकते हैं. Hello, sir. We can start the success story.
Yes, yes, yes. I think there are some.
Sir, voice is not coming.
Hello.
Hello, Deepa. Deepa, please. Yeah, you can talk. Deepa B, you can talk, please. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Please.
Okay, okay. I think Arviro Creations, because they want to speak. Some women entrepreneurs are there. Arviro.
Yes, sir, I'm online.
Okay, okay.
May I
Please,
speak
please.
now?
Yes, sure, sure. This is the right time. Please.
Thank you, sir. Hello, friends. This is Usri Singh from Arvira Creations, a green cardamom dealer and exporter from Calcutta. Not only cardamom, we specially deal with residue-free spices from all over the country, collected directly from the farmers and Fbos. High curcumin turmeric, IPM coriander, cumin, varieties of chilies, including Naga chili, are some of. Recently, we are working on ready-to-mix spices and garnishing spices. For any further query, export or domestic, please feel free to contact us. Contact details are given in chat box. And very thank you to Spice Board, especially Venugopal sir and Mr. Sandeep sir for their hard work and giving us this opportunity. Namaste, sir.
Thank you, Ji. Madam, any other our FPOs are there already from Orissa and from Sundarban. They told me they will be speaking.
Santi Maitri, FPO. Sir, Aricha Trading we can call.
Okay, then we will wait for our FPOs and NGOs later. Now we have exporters are there from Kolkata. Mr. Vishalji, Aricha Trading Company, they are doing a lot of business, mainly organic spices and organic products, tea from Kolkata, a long relationship with the Spices Board. So may I invite Mr. Vishalji for sharing your success, how you could make the business more profitable to the country. Thank you. Please, Vishalji.
Yes. Thank you very much to the Spices Board for giving us this platform to connect with each other. And one of the things which I have been in the spices industry for close to 20 years now, and one of the things I have realized is when we talk of spices, it's never something like it's not like you are focusing on only turmeric or only cardamom or only black pepper. Usually our customers, they need a range of products, whether individual spices or mix of blends or other value added products like herbal teas. And to make this entire range accessible, it is a big challenge for companies. We are based in Calcutta. We are sourcing from Eastern India, from South, from the North, from West. And the biggest challenge we find is connecting with farmers across the country. And Spices Board has already taken a lot of efforts to support farmer producer companies, farmer groups. And that is really what has helped us to connect, and that is the same principle which needs to be taken forward, like Mr. Chatterjee mentioned what NABARD is doing regarding supporting the farmer producer companies. I think that is exactly the kind of collaborative effort needed. For example, we've been working with Kasam in Odisha for 20 years now, and it is amazing to see in a remote area in Fulbani, in the tribal forest areas, how Kasam has gradually been able to set up, I would say, a world-class spice processing facility in a remote location. And this has been possible because of the sheer determination of Patnaik ji, who was the founder of Kasam, and the team, after them came the team which is currently working with Sanjeet ji and with Exporter Spices Board all working together. And there may be many challenges. For example, in Bengal, we may find individual farmers having small land holdings. In Arunachal Pradesh, we may find problems of connectivity with road access. But we can overcome all these by having a consortium approach, whether it is, for example, when we are exporting, sometimes an exporter like Arisha in Calcutta is working with another exporter in Rajasthan, where we may supply to each other. And that helps us to consolidate our range of products. Similarly, when we are working with a farmer in, say, for example, in Rajasthan or in Sikkim, we make sure that we share experiences. Farmers get to learn from each other what kind of best practices can give them a better return, better output, and better value, better realization. So these are things which only with a proper collaboration, these kind of buyer-seller meets are the ideal starting point. And if we can have some now with the COVID situation improving, if we could have some small visits to cluster areas, to certain farm areas, where the farmers can actually have physical interactions with officials, with agri experts as well as exporters, so that we can all share the actual reality, what is happening, what are the challenges. And I'm quite optimistic that the way the global spice trade is developing, there is more and more focus on organic products, on healthy products, and instead of using artificial flavors, colors, there is more and more shift towards actual spices and herbs being used. So I think this is the time for us in India, for all of us in India to really work together collectively, and with a clear plan that what are the challenges. For example, storage has always been an issue, that there is a lot of produce which is getting wasted because at the farm level the storage may not be adequate or may not be optimum. Similarly, there are certain issues always regarding transportation, regarding packaging. And if individual farmers try to solve these solutions individually, it is not feasible. The farmer producer company or a farmer cooperative, that is the right kind of platform to enable the community to come together. And similarly, I would encourage fellow exporters to come forward, and we should have some small regional groups of exporters associations which can collectively work on overcoming the challenges of procurement, as well as providing the right kind of guidance, information to growers. And I'm sure Spices Board, NABARD, they would be very much on the same line. They would be very much willing to help us, and all of us can really take this platform further. Collaboration is needed, and the only way forward is partnership. And to sum it up, I would just say one thing, that if a small state like Sikkim can decide and take up the challenge of converting the entire farms to organic, I'm sure in every state in India there can be at least some region. It may not be the entire state, but maybe a part of Odisha, a part of Rajasthan, certain districts of Karnataka, certain districts definitely have the potential to get converted to completely organic farming, get certified, and even while they are transitioning towards certification, they can get the benefits of uh, better price realization just for chemical free produce. Because when we are exporting to Europe, Japan, North America, all these markets, even for conventional spices, sometimes we see that the regular produce is rejected. It is not approved as per their FDA requirements, and the alternative is to go for either certified organic or by default organically grown products. And I think there is a lot of opportunity in this regard. And with the kind of information access available now, we have no excuse to not share with each other. We all need to share our experiences like we are doing today, whether it's from at the government level, at the exporters, farmers level, and I think that would be all from my side. Venugopalji, thanks a lot for giving this opportunity, and I would love to hear from others too. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, Vishal Ji. Some echo is coming. I will come later.
One FPO. Shanti Maitri.
Hello. Some echo is coming. That is why.
I think
Can you mute yourself? Hello. Yeah, is it clear? Thank you. Sorry for the interference in between. Thank you, Vishal Ji, for the encouraging words with your experience with the 20 years in spices, as you rightly pointed out. Am I audible?
Venugopal ji,
Yes.
Yes.
2 minutes, because two exporters have spoken. I just wanted a few things
Yes.
from their side. One
Yeah.
is Arvira Creations. It was good to know that they also deal in green cardamom, and they are procuring from farmer producer companies. So that was nice to know that. And what Mr. Vishal is saying, so it is always one is, I mean, some kind of trust needs to be built where you take 2 steps and the farmer producer company also takes 2 steps. I mean, that's where to, I mean, how we start about it. One is you specify the standards as well as the quality, species, what you require. And on the other hand, the farmer producer companies shows you what is the quality of produce being grown and what are the species. Then accordingly, even if it is a first step, and if they have a small consignment, at least you can take a step to help them develop that confidence to market that a small consignment. Once that happens, then the bigger steps happens when you can go in for a bigger consignment. Just to inform you, in North Bengal, we have more than 130 FPOs. And out of that, if 93 FPOs are in spices production, and if there is a little bit of a sensitization awareness and then the aggregation happens, and you imagine what kind of sourcing you can do. And that will be a longer term thing. Always what I've seen that exporters always try to fall back on the traders who do the collection and supply to them, because that's an easy and faster way to do. But with farmer producer companies, you have to be a little bit patient and give them that space where they come with that produce which fits in as per your requirement or as your buyer's requirements are. So I would request that if you can have some meetings with farmer producer companies, because there a good thing is happening is North Bengal is now, I mean, the FPOs are also coming together, and there is some kind of federation, although informal, that it is happening. It's getting some shape. So if you want, then I can connect you to few those agencies and farm producer companies who can understand better of the requirements. See, in a seminar like this, a lot of things they won't be able to ask, maybe very basic things.
Right.
How do we pack it? What are the, I mean, packaging material should we use? How do we tie the produce? I mean, small things. I mean, which transport should I take so that minimum damage is there? See, these are very basic things, but still they would like to know. So once you have that dialogue going, then I see better things happening.
Sure, sir. This is exactly what I had in mind, to connect, with you after this webinar, and to actually take it forward for physical meetings with farmer producer companies. Then only we can really understand the reality and guide each other. Sure.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, Venugopal ji, you can take it forward.
Sir, we can call FPO from Odisha, Shanti Maitri. Shanti Maitri from Kandhamal.
Hello.
नमस्ते.
Yes.
गुड आफ्टरनून.
हाँ, गुड आफ्टरनून सर, बोलिए.
मैं उड़ीसा से बोल रहा हूँ, भगवान जना, शांति मैत्री NGO. We have 2 number of FPO.
हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं सर, हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं, कोई बात.
अच्छा, हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ. दो एपीओ हमारा है, 170 हमारा मेंबर है, बोथ मेल एंड फीमेल। हमारा एपीओ का काम है कि टर्मरिक की प्रोसेसिंग करके वो भेजते हैं भुवनेश्वर, बरहमपुर और पारादीप, देन भवानीपटना नियर बाई टाउन को भेजते हैं। वो उसका पास लाइसेंस है, फुल लाइसेंस है, और उसका पास सोलर हॉलर है, और वो जो फार्मर को पहले वो देते हैं, वो उसका जो टाइम में उसको पैसा चाहिए वो देते हैं, और आफ्टर हार्वेस्टिंग दे कलेक्टेड द टर्मरिक एंड दे ग्राइंडिंग करके वो भेजते हैं। लेकिन उसका पास जितना अमाउंट का टर्मरिक है, मार्केट नहीं है, उड़ीसा में मार्केट नहीं है, इसलिए वो चाहिए कि बाहर को एक्सपोर्ट करने से अच्छा होगा, क्योंकि वो जो कंधमाल का टर्मरिक ये तो जीआई टैग है, और ये तो बाय डिफॉल्ट ये ऑर्गेनिक है। इसलिए मैं ये करता हूँ कि कोई चाहिए तो हम एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे हमारा जो टर्मरिक को। ये ज्यादा हमारा पास है, अभी भी है, नया वाला अभी भी है, पुराना भी है हमारा पास। जो एक्सपोर्टर है हमको चाहेंगे तो हम उसको दे देंगे। अभी रेट हमारा पास 50 रुपीज है फिंगर वाले, और पाउडर हम 80 रुपीज में देते हैं। ये हमारा पास अभी ज्यादा क्विंटल अवेलेबल है हमारे पास।
थैंक यू सर। मैं बताना चाहूंगा, कंधमाल जो है जीआई टैग मिला हुआ है उसको टर्मरिक के लिए, और इनका एफपीओ भी वहीं से। धन्यवाद सर। सर वेनु सर, shall we call to Parvata? Parvata Foods.
Hello everyone, I am Siddhi from Parvata Foods. So basically हमारी company, we work in the northeast primarily with the organic farmers, Sikkim and other parts of northeast, and we deal in spices, primarily ginger, turmeric and larch cardamom. So we work a lot in an integrated manner with the farmers, providing them training into how to improve their practices, how to use vermicomposting and these kind of things. Then we buy the material from them. We've set up a large scale spice processing unit in Siliguri. From there, we are like dehydrating the ginger and turmeric. So instead of sun drying, we've innovated technology in spice dehydration, where we are using 3-stage closed loop conveyor dryers to dehydrate the spices, primarily ginger and turmeric, to retain the maximum volatile components, which provides the products with superior aroma and flavor. Then it is hygienic, aflatoxin free, free from any foreign contamination. So it is very well accepted in the exports market. Primarily Germany and US are our key markets. Also, what we are doing right now is under the MOBCD NER scheme of the Ministry of Agriculture, central government, we are putting small scale processing units. So we've developed all the technology innovation that we did around the spices and ginger and turmeric. So right from washing to slicing to dehydration. So if you see primarily in India, mechanical processing is for potatoes and carrots, not so much for spices. The shape of the ginger is very uneven, and there are muds which get stuck in the edges, in the crevices, and the usual washing machines which are used to wash, say, a round potato or a carrot is not suitable to wash ginger. But when you go out in the market to buy the machine suppliers will just rename the potato washing machine as ginger washing machine and offer the same to you. Also for dehydration, the kind of ginger that we need is the high fiber variety, which is more solid content. And the usual slicing machines cannot work on such ginger because of the high fiber content. The fiber starts getting stuck in the blade. So we innovated all of these machines, right from washing to slicing to dehydration, suited to spices for Northeast. When a lot of these state government agriculture departments, they saw our machine, the central government, they saw the machines, and they were very happy with the kind of response, which was the product which was being processed in the machines. So they asked us to make very small scale models of these machines, which can be set up at FPO levels. So currently we've set up 6 such small processing units across Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh, where farmers can dehydrate the spices, like they can do the primary processing, washing, slicing, drying, and packaging. Packaging is also a very important part for spice to retain the aroma and flavor and to provide the moisture barrier. So, and then we provide them a 100% buyback guarantee for the spices which are processed in these machines, and we are connecting them also to the export markets. So we are now also, I want to share here that we are not really connected with FPOs in North Bengal. This session was very interesting for me to note the kind of spice production which is happening in West Bengal, primarily northern part of Bengal. Now our factory, earlier we had a plant in Sikkim. We were running the plant which was set up by Simfed. Now we have our own processing plant in Siliguri, and we are very much interested to connect to the FPOs both in spices as well as in vegetables across West Bengal as well, and definitely to connect to more and more FPOs across Northeast so that we can work together with them and connect more of the produce from Northeast to the export market. As Vishal sir was saying, that the regulations across Europe and US has been strictening so much, and the kind of residue levels, the maximum residue levels, they're allowing, they're reducing the limit of the maximum residues which are there in food. And a lot of the conventional supplies which used to go from other parts of the country would not fit into the new US regulation, which has come out in 2022. And that will provide a huge opportunity for the Northeastern spices, even if not certified organic, just in a natural category, which is residue free, to make its way into the Europe and US market. And we are looking to collaborate with other FPOs and spice exporters to build the Northeastern brand together. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Madam, if you could share your number, that will be helpful. Then I can try to connect the FPOs.
Sure.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Thank you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Siddhi Karnalji. We know that you, when started a business as a small scale, then you had a lot of organic spices export to Germany, because we know in European Union, Germany is the most stringent quality specification. So you could run the business there. We are happy to note that you got a central government recognition also on that one. As you rightly point out, we have a small scale. FPOs are very small scale, but their marketability is an issue. We know that right now, Shanti Maitri was telling their organic turmeric is going to Bhubaneswar, or like in Purba, that in Sundarban, their product is going only up to Patuli in Kolkata. So it is going to in domestic market without any value addition. So if we have a very good support for the FPOs on post-harvest storage, logistic, surely our export community will have a direct link with them. We already discussed that traceability. If traceability is an issue in international spices quality and safety. So if we eliminate the middle level people, and if the exporters can, even though there are FPOs production and is very less, but it will be a great help for both ways. FPOs will get a good marginal value, and our export community will get premium products with the quality and safe products without any middle level adulteration or mishandling. So this is the right platform. We told them BSM connects, Spices Board is taking BSM to connect the FPOs directly, because FPOs are the strength of our nation. A lot of schemes are coming, as NABARD told, because they will give fund to FPOs or registered organizations only. We also know that Spices Board will also help us when we are coming as a unity, a registered forum, not as an individual farmer. It is very difficult. So as the objective of this BSM is also connect more FPOs to our exporters, so that the quality, safety, and purity of our spice will be kept nationally and at international levels. Like Vishalji was already talked about that one, about the issues. So the idea of a regional group, like now Siddhi Karnalji also told the regional export groups of northeastern states and with Kolkata or eastern region of India, including Orissa. will be helpful to source the spices from the FPOs and directly going to exporters. We'll have a better traceability for our supply chain. So this is the right thing. I am talking to all the members of this forum. Any other FPOs? I think in Sundarban area we registered some 2-3 FPOs, and from our north Kalimpong area also we have an active NGO wing is there. FPO wing is there. They are always in touch with our regional office, Kalimpong office. Any other exporters? Because I don't call him by name. Exporters, please share your experience, supply chain, so that and other FPOs also, NGOs. Now the forum is again open to talk your success stories or issues. Issues is also very good because we can share our thought and we can solve. Not only right now, we will discuss and come with a proper solution also. So I'm inviting again open forum for input from other participants and general discussion.
Madam Siddhi spoke. Just to give you some more little bit of insight. See, most of the farmer producer organizations, most of them are registered as farmer producer companies. Some were registered as trusts and societies earlier, but now most of them are as farmer producer companies. Now these companies have their balance sheet audited. So that's a good thing. And when we do a rating and say A or B, that means that it is well governed and managed. So any kind of agreement, anything that you can enter with these farmer producer companies. Now, these farmer producers slowly graduate when we say that at a certain point, the nominated board members, slowly they will be replaced by elected board members at a certain stage. So farmer producer companies which are more than 5 years of age, have more than 30 lakhs turnover, have audited balance sheet for last 2-3 years. These are the kind of entities, legal entities with whom you can easily transact. So that's a thing that you should look at. I mean, you can transact with any individual, but you are not known what is the background. But if you look at farmer producer companies, they have a steady background. So that should give you more trust and loyalty to enter into some kind of transactions with them.
Right, so this information is very helpful, and I will connect with Spices Board to connect us to the farmer producer companies in North Bengal and across Northeast.
Any exporter want to share their view?
I'm Murari Chaudhary from Jharkhand. Hello.
We can hear you. Tell me, sir.
Yeah.
Please.
So actually, I represent an NGO called NEEDS, and we have promoted 3 farmer producer companies. One is Singhbhum, Khoti, and one in Devgarh. And basically, we are now started helping them promoting 5 specific spices like ginger, turmeric, onion, garlic, and chili, including the red chili. And we have also registered a company called Green Herbs, which is registered with Spice Board also in Kolkata. The entire idea is that we'll be doing a local and also as well as the export of these products of these companies. And also we have set up a processing unit, which is undergoing currently. The setup is we are doing it in Jharkhand itself. And so we are looking forward for establishing brand for the products. So we are into the designing currently, and we would seek a lot of help from the Spice Board on this. And we have also registered with the Export India us for the marketing promotion. But currently we are in the branding, and we also actually working with NABARD as an NGO. So we have a larger, because our FPOs, one FPO is with 1,800 farmers, other FPO is with 1,200 farmers, and another company is under basically formation. So formation, it means they are trained, educated, board of directors are provided a lot of exposures. Now the registration is under process, and it will have a multiple basically producer organizations under a company umbrella, which will have 7,000 farmers, which is in Devgarh. And these farmers actually we are promoting since last 10 years with a very intensive cropping system. And this is actually supported by Tata Trust. And also the self-help groups and women groups are all trained under NABARD program. So I just mentioned this because I'm looking forward for a lot of support from Spice Board now for certification and other promotional activities, and a lot of schemes that you have mentioned now, we were not aware of. So I think we'll be able to link the company as well as this export company called Green Hubs together on that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yesterday I sent mail to you also. We have so many scheme for the new units. Like you are going to packaging development. We have a scheme for assistant as 1 lakh rupees for packaging materials, and this brand promotion also we have the scheme. You can see your mail. Yesterday I have forwarded all the forms and schemes also.
Wonderful.
If you have doubt, you can call me, Sandeep sir.
Sure.
Hello.
Sure. We'll get back to you.
Hello, Ji. Okay. Now I'm making one more additional point here. Day after tomorrow, that is 17th, we are conducting an exclusive program, entrepreneurship development training program. That is also online. Tomorrow we will share the link to our BSM group and to the registered exporters for this program. So it is a free program where the officials from DGFT Kolkata and plant quarantine official from Kolkata is participating. So they will be making a presentation on the export issues related to from West Bengal, mainly in the port area, and the plant quarantine. What is the certification? What are the issues there? They will be developing. And apart from that one, Spices Board officials will be taking on marketing. What are the activities of Spices Board, as I rightly pointed out? So our registration, various schemes. And another important chapter is on documentation. How for export documentation? What are the documents required? How we are going to export? That will be helpful for the new exporters who wish to enter into the spice industry. And in addition to that, there will be a presentation on quality requirements. How the quality requirements of Europe or USA or any other countries, what is the requirement of spices, what are the specifications, like that also we are planning. And we have launched a Spice Exchange India platform. Okay, so Spice Exchange India platform, our co-host, there will be, now we are doing in that exchange platform this online programs. There will be a short video also, will be showing you, but day after tomorrow, there will be a 45 minutes and their activity will be showing to the exporters or the exporters who are making these programs. So I think it is the right time, our video on Spice Exchange India platform, a short video, they will be presenting from our official, our colleague from Delhi. Hello, I think you will be presenting now. I will get you back. 1 minute. There will be a video presentation now on Spice Exchange portal.
Who is going to play?
Hello. Can you share the video link? This is the time you can actually show the video to the. Okay. Still my camera is on.
You can share. Video is there.
Hello. A short video will be presenting now from our Spice Exchange India. Please wait for 2 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Hello, dear participants. They will be sharing a video on this Spice Exchange India portal platform shortly. Meantime, any our stakeholders, any exporters, or any other our FEOs wish to speak, they can share their because speaking and it's a good platform for BSM. You can share your thoughts. Any exporter, FEOs, NGOs. Meantime, still we are getting.
Spices Board India presents Spice Exchange India, a trade route to Indian spices. Spice Exchange India is the largest and exclusive virtual meeting portal that works as a bridge between Indian exporters and importers of spices from around the world. This unique platform is designed to create an immersive and dynamic experience for importers and exporters. Exporters and importers can register by filling the registration form with their credentials on www.spiceexchangeindia.com. On dashboard, exporters can select and design the 24/7 virtual office, monitor office activity, grow business across continents with real-time translations, video and chats. The portal allows to access thousands of imports from around the globe, explore global markets in real-time purchasing track. Our AI-based platform suggests and connects you with the most relevant importers from around the world. Get access to worldwide market trends and forecasts, import data, and in-depth analysis of the global spice industry. More than 200 spices and spices products to meet the needs of global importers and promote India as a global sourcing hub of spices. Spice Exchange India is your one-stop digital gateway to the world of spices. For limitless spicy benefits and opportunities, subscribe today.
Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this was a short video on Spice Exchange India platform. As we know that we are going to a digital world, and due to Make India projects also, we are developing this portal for an easy use for our exporters to get the latest trend in exports and the importers' details in a digital platform. As I told on 17th, we are proposing a meeting on EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Programs. In that one, exporters can register. We will share the link tomorrow in our platform, the BSM platform. So there will be a detailed presentation from this Spice Exchange portal also, in addition to the DGFT and the plan quarantine speech. That will be very beneficial for our exporters also. Then the Spices Board official will also make it. It starts from 11:30 to 6 p.m. because there is an international buyer-seller meeting with Japan and India is hosted from our Spices Board. So those exporters who wish to join, because they will be joining in that platform, and it will be ending up to 11:30 morning. So after that only we will be starting our EDP programs. So with this, we are very much thankful to Spice Exchange India platform to sharing the video to our exporters from this northern India part. So I think we are coming to close of this session. Any other inputs from any other our participants, from any exporters or FPOs, NGOs can share. So I'm giving some 2-3 minutes. They can start talking. They can share their idea, because this is the platform where we cannot see physically, but you can share your thoughts to this platform. So we are allowing some 5 minutes more for our any participants can make their comments. We will note it down. So we will come with a better solution for that also. So this open to general open discussion is now going on.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Sandil ji. Audible. Please tell.
Sir, my name is M. Murugan, calling from Tamil Nadu. We are planning to establish a supercritical fluid extraction unit in Sivaganga, Tamil Nadu, using spices. Can you identify the market for supercritical fluid extraction, oils and oleoresins and active ingredients for?
Actually, this Mr. Sandilji, supercritical oil extraction, as you know that the infrastructure cost is very high. If you have requirements from only some certain part of the world, they ask for supercritical extracted oils and oleoresin. As you know, that advantage is there will be no residual solvent, no chemical solvents. The natural and flavor part of the spice will be higher compared to our conventional spice oil extraction or spices oleoresin extractions. A lot of leading industries in India are using supercritical oil extraction technique. But the initial cost and technology transfer, if you have well-established financial support, you can go, only provided, as you rightly point out, you have an importer who asks for the product extracted by supercritical fluid extraction technique. Usually Japan and EU, certain countries, they ask specifically. Based on the customer requirements, only please go through this huge project. For that, you are already doing conventional method for oils and oleoresin, steam distillation and solvent extraction.
Yes, sir, we are doing conventional method. Now we are planning to upgrade our distillation method for supercritical fluid extraction using cryogenic pulverizer.
Yes,
our project cost is 15 crores.
Yeah, that is why I'm asking, do you have any requirement from any importing country? They need a product based on supercritical extraction. Any requirement you got from any importing country?
Sir, we are not aware of the supercritical fluid extraction because in India, any central government and state government institutes, they are in lab-based model.
No.
They never do commercial
models are available in Kerala. You might have heard of Synthate Industries. Industries.
No, Synthate is a private industry.
That is why
I am asking state and central government institutions. Yeah.
No. State and central government owned industry. Yeah. There is no government organizations setting up of units like this because of the huge.
Government is.
There are
so many federal government institutions setting. Setting up a unit for a pilot scale.
Yes, exactly. That is CFTRI is
we
doing.
Want a commercial scale.
Yeah, CFTRI Mysore is doing.
Sir?
CFTRI Mysore, Central for Technological Research Institute, Mysore. They are providing.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Am I not
CFTRI,
audible?
CFTRI Mysore having only 10 liter units, sir.
It is a pilot project. They are not going for commercial.
DMAPR Anand also have only 1 liter unit, and pharmaceutical institute in Delhi also having only 1. No unit have more than 30 liter unit.
Yes.
In last week in Indian Institute of Processing Technology, Tanjavur also Tanjavur also non-thermal unit in Tanjavur. They have
Yes.
also a 10-liter unit only, sir. So
Exactly.
we want
They
a
are
commercial-based unit. If you help me, we are ready to establish a big unit in Tamil Nadu because so many medicinal plants and spices using the supercritical fluid extraction. The value is in crores rupees, in a crore.
Yes, yes, correct. Because of you will get a natural
Suppose if I extract
color and flavor.
Withania somnifera in Ashwagandha. If you get the Vitaferin A active ingredient using supercritical fluid extraction, the international market rates in 100 crore rupees.
Exactly.
We
That
sell
is
it
why
in
all
120
government.
rupees in Tamil Nadu.
Yes, 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 yes.
180 rupees in Tamil Nadu.
Sandilji,
Our money. We want to extract.
Yeah, please,
Yes.
may I make 2 points here? As you rightly point out, all government firms like a CFTRI or any other institute, they make a pilot project. Pilot project means 10 liter, maximum 1 liter to 10 liter. Because it shows that it is working economically. But for an industry, you need a bigger capacity. In all cases, it is like that. Government cannot invest in a huge, this is a pilot project. If pilot project working means your industrial project will also work. So there you will get a technology transfer. Yeah, if you want,
My question is,
your product.
We are ready to establish a unit in big unit. Spices board help me to how to identify, market the product. Who are the buyer?
Yes.
That is my question.
Yeah, you please make a mail to. Yeah. You please
we are
make
ready
a mail
to pay
to.
Agri Exchange portal also.
Okay. You please make a mail to our SBRO Kolkata here, Kolkata also, or you can make a mail to our head office also, because you are from Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
so it is Shivaganga. Are you near to Shivaganga?
We are establishing a plant, Shivaganga Spices Park unit.
Okay. So you please contact the officer there. He will guide you what are the schemes available for establishing this thing, and for the importers also. Because right now we told that the Spice Exchange India platform. In that you will get a lot of importers directory, from where we can select anybody is really needing supercritical extracted spice oils and olive acids. Okay, the two things are there. First, you talk with our regional office there in Shivaganga. They will guide you to our head office for the schemes from Spices Board. Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay, sir. I will send a mail to you after that. We will.
Yes. Please send a mail to us also. We will forward to our head office because this region we are looking for Northeast and the northern area. But surely our head office will help you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ji. Any other concern from any other concern from any other our stakeholders? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I think there is no input from any other participants. So we make a closing and sum up. As we know that we discussed a lot of things from NABARD part, from our Fbos, NGOs, and from our exporter side. So in all these things, the main some important points we noted down. We have to strengthen the Fbos. Now 93 Fbos are there in spice sector. mainly from the northern Bengal side. And NABARD official will share the FBOs list to us so that it will be shared to all our participants, especially our export community will get a benefit from that. Like Shandi Mithri was also telling regarding that their turmeric, even though it is organic products, the value for their product is less, and the better post-harvest and storage is required. Our exporters friends also telling, because they are procuring from Northeast, the main problem is the logistic problem and the storage. So the spices need a better post-harvest operations. For that one, Spices Board and NABARD will help our FPOs to get it done through funding. As per our government rules, we will help all our exporters and FPOs coming a better quality and safe spices from our region. So this is the nutshell of our today's discussion, and we will continue. As I told, day after tomorrow, there is a entrepreneur development program is there. That is for the new exporters, like our needs. Mr. Murari Chaudhary was telling about their NGOs. They need a processing unit already is in Jharkhand, but how to go for a better marketability. So if you attend those programs on day after tomorrow, like that, our exporters also get the value addition from the speech from DGFT and Plan Quarantine and from Spices Board also. So I am hereby inviting all of you from these participants from this BSM to the program on EDP that we are scheduling day after tomorrow from 11:30 to 6 p.m. online mode, where we can interact more. And now it is right time for vote of thanks. May I call my colleague, Sri Shushanta Haldar.
So when you come, sir, what will be fees for EDP?
Yeah, no, it is free. It is free.
Okay, so whom to communicate regarding the registration?
Now SBRO Kolkata, you make a mail to SBRO Kolkata. SBRO Kolkata mail ID you have our Kolkata office. And are you registered in the BSM of Kolkata WhatsApp group?
Sir, DGFT registered, sir. DGFT registered, but where to communicate that I really don't know.
Yes. That is why how an export is going to start, what are the documentation, what is the existing problem with exporters, not only spices. The DGFT official will tell about all in details tomorrow. It is a free program. All exporters and well-wishers can register. We will send you today you have registered for this BSM. So are you in our WhatsApp group of BSM? Or you please send a mail to sbrokolkata@gmail.com. Okay. You got?
Yes,
please
sir,
send
sure,
a
sir.
mail.
Thank you,
Please send a mail sbrokolkata@gmail.com. You are interested to participate in EDP program. We will send you the link and detailed program tomorrow. Okay. The program is day after tomorrow. So tomorrow we will share all the link and the details of the program tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So may I now invite our Sushanta Haldar, Section Officer, Regional Office Spices Board, for vote of thanks. Sushanta Haldarji, please.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. On behalf of Regional Office, Spices Board, Kolkata, may I thanks first of all participants who make this BSM successful. It was due to the constant guidance and support from Director Marketing and official from Head Office to make this BSM a grand function. On behalf of Regional Office Calcutta, I thanks Director Marketing for his support and encouraging peace to this BSM. I also thanks Mr. Samrat Mukherjee, TGM, NABARD, Kolkata, for making his presence and presentation on activities of NABARD. Our sincere thanks to all FPOs, NGOs, and spices exporters, regional officials, and EDP team from head office. Thanks to Spices Exchange officials and to all my colleagues in RO regional office, without which it will not become grand success. Thanks to all once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank
Chandraji.
you.
So we are officially closing the meeting. Once again, thanks to all. Special thanks to Spice Exchange also for arranging the platform for us for the BSM. Thank you all. Thank you very much. We are officially closing the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
कैसे तो उस हिसाब से अपना रूटीन सेट कर लेंगे ना कि कब क्या खाना है, पता नहीं ना।
अपने पर्स में रखो ना, फिर इधर उधर हो जाए। हम उनको दे दिए सब, खाली 4 पीस तुम्हारा रख लिया।
ये 16 तारीख को जाएंगे ना स्कैन के लिए। हो गया है। हवा कहाँ हो?
इसको बाहर कहाँ रखे? ये सब बच्चा का है। हम तुमको चाह रहे हैं कि एक पतला सा चद्दर में ये बच्चे का जितना सामान है जो अपने लोग लाए हैं एक साथ पैक करके बांध के, जो धोना है वो नीचे यहाँ बाहर रख दें, किचन के पास रखें जहाँ डस्टबिन है उसके बगल।
मेरे को लग रहा है बाथरूम में एक जगह रखते जाइए, जब नहाने जाएंगे हर दिन
नहाते समय कहाँ हो रहा है?
मैं नहाते
मशीन में ठीक पड़ेगा, ये नहीं
हो जाएगा।
मशीन में होगा, हाथ से कुछ नहीं हो सकता। ये तो साफ है, तो खरीद
हाथ
के
से
लिए
वॉश करने जाओगे ना बहुत समझाओगे।
और तुमको ना इनको एक जगह ऐसे बांध के रखना। पापा खोल रहे हैं ना, जगह देख रही हूँ। बाप रे, बक्सा हम लोग ब्लू खोल रही है। अभी पैंट मिला मेरा, जो पैंट ढूंढे रहे थे। फिर क्या हम लोग अपना अपना सामान फिर अलमारी के पास वहीं रखें ना। हम रखते जा रहे थे एक एक चीज। बोल रहे तेल लगाओ नहीं, हम लोग जो फालतू बात कर रहे थे बैठ के ना, उसके लिए हम लोग को हाथ भी चलाना था। अभी ये धोना है, लेकिन कहाँ धो? मशीन में धो कहीं इसका रंग निकले।
इसे जो चीज जो काला वाला वो सब रख दीजिए। आज तो मेरे को हेयर वॉश करने ही, मैं शैम्पू करने का है।
तुम याद करके साबुन है पानी?
नहीं तो वो कपड़ा धोने वाला साबुन है, उसको भिगो के रखना है।
किसमें भिगो?
है ना एक छोटा सा बाल्टी,
छोटा वाला टब है ना,
टब है।
टब में तुम अभी भिगाओगी तब।
इनफैक्ट वो जो प्याज और आलू वो इसे यूज में ज्यादा आ रहा था करके मैंने उसको डाल दिया था, वरना उसको भी यूज कर। हाँ एक मिनट पानी। हाँ एक मिनट,
पापा बुला रहे हैं, 1 मिनट के आओ। कुंजन तुम, कोई आने वाला है क्या जो प्रशांत फोन किए थे? इसको ऐसे रख के कोई फायदा नहीं।
दूध देने के लिए
ड्रावर में मत
जाने से पहले
इसको बांध के
कोई
रखो।
सामान इंडिया भेजना है या कुछ ऐसा आपने आ रहा है बॉम्बे भेजना हो।
किसको? मेरे को बॉम्बे तो कुछ पहले पापा बुला रहे हैं, वहाँ बक्सा भरा हुआ है। खाना भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है क्या बनेगा। रुक जाना अभी। पाली प्रशांत मांगे वो लोग से, बच्चों से, लड़कों से।
नहीं वो हमारा ही है मम्मा, जो हम लोगों ने उनको उनके रख दिया था। उनको मतलब जा रहे थे वो लोग, तो बोले कि वहां पे जाके वापस से खरीदो।
वो लोग का रिजल्ट हो गया?
हाँ तीनों पास हो गए।
पास हो गए? Mhm.